T Rains back. All right, let's kick it off. This is a chill stream, so I made sure I put it in what do you call it? In our beautiful title. Hope you're all enjoying your Saturday. We had a good stream earlier. It was fun. I thought we'll continue it. I had some stuff to do, which I did. I also worked out and did some push-ups and did my exercise so I can keep these babies moving like they always. Uh, And besides that, I don't know how is everybody doing today. Like usually I don't ask how you guys are doing, but I should. You know, try to care here, be more kind. Let some of the stuff go. Like I can let some stuff go and now let it, but move on and try to be okay with some people that I'm not okay with. But at the same time, I can never forget what they done and some of the things that I will still hold them accountable to. So let's make sure we clarify that. But besides that, we're still try to be kind, move on, have fun, enjoy the stream. And if anybody has any ideas, just let me know. Let me drop the link because this is an open panel from the beginning. All right. Should be in there. Who's in there beyond the cosmical difference, which is me? Oh, it's got me under my other account because I have it streaming on both accounts. I'm trying to joint streaming, so it should be on both, but it doesn't matter. Whatever. Yeah, it is on both. I see it dropped it on both, which is good. And the same time, like Venus, I just saw your comment on my channel, and also Leslie. Leslie, what is wrong with you? Like this is why I have to. Leslie, if you are watching, please come and get on the panel so I can explain to you so we can get this straightened out. Because you keep like assuming things, accusing me of stuff. What I was trying to tell you is when I said earlier, I don't have an idea who you are. I know I saw you. I even said it earlier when I was speaking. I said, wasn't she on from Venus's? I don't remember who you are. Right? Never said I don't know who the hell you are at all. I just don't remember who you are. Now you go and message me. Oh, I call you in a lie, which you didn't, because I don't lie like that. I really don't. All right, I don't. But hold on one second. All right, I'm back. Thank you. I had to wash my face a little bit and get some water on it and get it rolling. Yeah, so that's the. I don't know what's your deal. Like, either come on here and address me, like I told you. Chris, good to see you in chat. Always good to see you. And Chris, I know I thanked you earlier. I don't know if you heard what I said. So thank you for, shedding a light on my stream when I was talking to Venus about the what do you call it, the covert feminists and the stuff like that I don't agree with and the stuff they're doing. I know you said something to Landry, and I tried to explain to Landry, like, sometimes when I speak about these things, yes, I'm passionate because I see it on the stream saying, like, why is he always like him or me or somebody else always like into these things? One thing about Landry, maybe he does not understand, which I tried to explain to him earlier, and I hope he probably see my stream, and I don't take it like on him. He doesn't know, most likely, the lore, is there is a history between these people for a long time. Like I was explaining earlier, like when I was talking about Venus and Mystic and Snow, this goes back like 7 years. So there's a history. That's why when you talk about it, there's feelings involved. There's attachment. There's a lot of things involved, and especially when it happens out of YouTube a little bit or more than a little bit. and it involves children or families. So Landry should know because Snafu went after his family as well. So, but maybe he doesn't know the lore, so he thinks I'm always like emotional or engaged. No, I'm not. And Landry, I promise you, I'm very calm. I can speak like you, very calm. Don't have to get emotional. Don't have to get agitated. Don't have to engage. Nothing. Yeah, I have full control of myself, especially on here, or even in real life for the most part. Just like I have control of these babies right here, right? I can control my speech, my reaction, anything I do on the internet. It's not hard. I don't have to react if I don't want to. Sometimes I react on purpose, and that's when I'm in character. And I'm guessing Mr. What's his name? Bronze Boy is going to expose me because I'm an actor, which is not true, Bronze Boy. Believe me, I'm not an actor. But sometimes I do act, yes, to make it more funny. But I'm not an actor because I do come after a lot of things, a lot of different characters on the internet, and I was trying to expose many. So don't say I'm an actor because I'm not. So that being said, let's move on. I just want to give thanks to Chris. I appreciate you noting the fact that we're speaking about that, but I believe Landry has no idea and just saw me engaged and he's like, okay, I'm not interested, which I don't blame him. Because you see a lot of people on the internet lately, just maybe too passionate and they take this too seriously. And he thinks I'm taking everything seriously. That's not true. There's things I do take seriously when it comes down to kids or families and children and stuff like that. Yeah. But besides that, have fun, relax, enjoy your day, and don't let this be a YouTube thing. Right? Right. Now we go to Venus. So Leslie, hopefully let's hope Leslie got the message. Like, come on, Leslie, get on with it. I don't remember who you are. Stop whining and crying all the time. You're mad at me, not mad at me. I don't fucking know. Just stop crying and stop saying, "Oh, I got you. You lied," and all that. You said earlier yesterday, "Hey, address me," and all that. Hey, I made a stream earlier, told you to come up. You didn't. Maybe you were busy. I get it. And now I'm telling you, this stream can be for you. If you want to address something, I will do it. You can even come on panel if you like. I have no problem with it. Let's just address it. I unblocked you. I even gave Snow her wrench back. So Snow, if you're watching, so I'm sure you probably are lurking somewhere in the bushes. You remember? You told me before I lurk in the bushes. Snow has texted me prior, and when I was going live, she's like, "Don't worry about me. I'm in the bushes." I know you're in the bushes, Snow. Snow likes to be in the bushes. That's so I Snow I'm making the song about you. It's gonna be nice. Don't worry. The song I'm making that Landry's making for me, hopefully soon, whenever he has time, will involve Snow, Mystic. Now Venus said all of a sudden, after we had a beautiful back and forth and we had fun earlier, I don't want to be involved. Take my wrench away. I don't. No problem. You don't ever have to be involved, Miss Cupcake Venus. It's like de-wrench me. You're not gonna get de-wrenched. You're not gonna do what Bex tried to do a long time ago. You are wrenched for a reason because I want to make sure nobody's going to copy you and make a duplicate. So you'll not be de-wrenched. Certain people that are important in this puzzle that I'm trying to come to a resolution or accountability or whatever, they will not be de-wrenched. So Snow will not be de-wrenched, not Venus and other people have wrenches for different reasons, but so yeah, stop crying, Venus. You cry too much. I swear you do. Like, I don't know what to do with you. I'm kind to you, you don't like it. I'm not kind to you, you whine and cry. We had a good stream, then you come back and say all the bullshit. And then you get Leslie right behind her making her fucking comments and like kind of attacking me in a way, which I don't care. Come on, Leslie, bring it on, you all bunch of pussies. Bring it on, let's go. Let's go. What else? Also, tomorrow I'll be also addressing uh, something that's important. Lynette, good to see you. I know, Lynette. I'm very calm today. See, I changed my voice because people think I'm always, even though I'm not as passionate as what's his name, Bad Apple Media, right? It doesn't mean I'm not. I can't be calm and relaxed, just like he can be. And I actually, for the most part, I'm always calm and relaxed, always, and laughing and having fun. And that's why I'm giving you today face to face because I haven't. I sometimes show my face, sometimes I don't, but today I'm showing my face. Yes, I am sitting in a family room on a couch, right? right, Mr. Bad Apple Media? Remember we said, "Oh my God, he has chairs." Holy cow, those. Oh man, we've been through a lot together, right? Take the good and the bad. You laugh about it, you joke around, you have fun. I don't get how you can be so tolerant. Have a great day. Lynette, tolerant of which stuff? Tell me. So if you can, like, I know, thank you for having to saying that, but tolerant of who exactly? Like, if you could be more specific, that would be great. Tolerant of the people like online in terms of like Leslie or Venus or who like other characters that I shouldn't be tolerant with. I'm assuming that's what you're referring to. Because I don't react. I know sometimes I sound emotional. That's because I want to be emotional on the internet for a reason. So this is the usual me, as you see. As you see, I don't have no bitch tits, right? Mister gave me the name bitch tits, right? I don't have any bitch tits at all. I promise. These babies are solid. Even Cynthia went on and Snafu said I have bitch tits, and all of these tits are hard and as a rock. All right, let's get over with the bitch tits. I said to you, sometimes I drink a lot of water, and sometimes I don't. And if I'm full of water, yes, I may look a little bit. When I'm not, I'll be just as fine as I always am. Um, Venus said she's not coming back. Okay, Venus, if you don't want to come back, I'm not deranging you for a reason, not because I'm trying to go against your wishes. For my own reasons, just the BS you put up with and still can laugh about it. Yeah, I know. Well, not, I agree with you, right? But I am a very calm person. This is usually my tone. That's why today I want to address what's his name, Landry, to let him know this is usually how I speak almost all the time, calmly, relaxed, and I do laugh. Okay. Now sometimes you see me emotional, right? And that's for a reason. And there's nothing wrong with it. How Thank you, Lena. Uh, how could I be? Yeah, I can do it because I'm in control. I'm not gonna give people control. I control my own destiny. I control my reactions, and so don't let people take you out of your comfort zone. A lot of people on the internet don't care about you. You have to understand. As soon as you understand this, right? Most people on the internet, most, I mean almost all, most don't care how you feel. They got their own problems, own issues. They're not looking to get out of their comfort zone and try to help you out with nothing in return. That's the main thing here. Like, okay, what I did, for example, say, as being a moral person and a good person, say, for Lena's child and Lena and anybody else that I defended many before, I did it because I want nothing in return, because that's the right thing to do. If you are a good human being, to don't allow anybody to be gang stalked or attack children or attack whatever. So that, to me, you should never accept anything in return for that type of stuff that you do, because you do it from the bottom of your heart because you're a good person and you're trying to make a difference in this world for the future and for your future kids or future grandkids and all that. Now, some people can't do that. Well, most people can't do it. It's like they got to have something in return, whether it's validation, whether it's having more people on your side. No, any person that actually is very successful and is able at a certain time in his life, whether it's a woman or a man, to actually be happy in silence and not want validation from anybody and still be super happy and feel great and love himself or herself, that would be great. Give me 1 second. So that's what I'm speaking about in terms of that. So that's why I'm always like that. I don't have to be, I don't let people get to me, believe me. There's more important things in life, but at times you have to get up here and stand for what's right. You have to. So again, Lynette, thank you for the kudos. But like I said, I don't need validation, and nobody should need validation to feel better about themselves. But I do thank you for being kind. Now it seems like everybody in the chat, except Lynette and Chris. Let me see who's in there. That's it. We only got Lynette and chat. Everybody's either lurking or doing something, which is fine. Let me get tomorrow. Tomorrow, even today, I'm discussing a little bit, right? Hold on. I don't know if you all noticed, like the Wall Moon's case is back on again. I have no clue if you guys been watching the news or some people that have been putting this on the internet again. There's been some new, I guess, things that are happening. FBI is now looking in 216 and containers, and so I don't know if you guys. I'm sure some of you know about the Wall Moon's case, like Snow does, Venus does, and others do, right? Not everybody, but most people do know about Wall Moon's case or Moon's Wells, whatever you call it. And this also, to me, is still tied to some people on the internet, whether you want to believe it or not. There's ties here. That's why I said sometimes don't let people fool you. There are ties. Kate is back. She said they work independently, but what do they work on? Because they also say it's a LARP for fun. Okay, so here's where I like separate the two, right? Let me try to explain to you because Bronze Boy, like for example, accused me of being an actor, not an actor. She said they work in the bed. Let me see what else. She said it's a contradiction. Like a contradict. I'm confused by what Venus is confusing. Venus at times she's not stupid. So right, if she said it's a contradiction. Okay, what did Venus tell you exactly? That she's confused. Hold on, you said you're confused by Venus because Venus said about not being a team. Yeah, she doesn't have to be a team at all, right? I actually agree with that. You don't have to be a team with anything. You can be solo. I'm solo. But she has her own crew. She has her cupcake crew. So she's saying she's not a team. She's lying to you. Venus has her cupcake crew. She has Skies and other people, and Gigi and others, and others. Not just those people. She has Just Me, Julie, and many others. They all collaborate. They all talk, and there's more, right? So she does have her own crew. Whether they're a team in terms of label, that's a different story. She said they work independently, but what they work on. I mean, that could be true. I don't know what. I don't know if they work together. Together, they could work independently. Okay, I'll grant that. Yeah, but you don't have to work. Um, Venus likes sometimes to make. I don't know what's her issue lately, right? Seems like she's going through either 1 second she's cool, 1 second she calls me a creep. Like it's kind of not right, right? Like 1 second we're cool, 1 second call me like I don't use these words. You're a very educated woman, Mrs. Venus Cupcake. Why are you using terms when you know by calling someone a creep, right? When he's not. It's not right. It's not just. It's not moral. If I was a creep, then call me a creep. You know, I'm not a creep. Chris, thank you for listening. I know you're listening. I appreciate it. Now, Venus's problem is she likes to control. I think she likes to control the narrative or things in general. Now, if she does it, here's my theory on this. And I'm not saying it's a fact, Venus, so don't fucking go cry, right? I'm just saying. I'm saying she likes to be in control and she likes to make sure things are kind of going her way, even though they're not going to always go her way. So when she feels like she's losing control of something, I believe, because I believe she's a narcissistic person. Yes, the reason why I say that is because she never once apologized for anything. She thinks she never ever made a mistake, ever. I never heard Venus, unless somebody did, ever heard say, you know what, I think I fucked up, I apologize. Never. Never heard it from Talca, never heard it from Paul, never heard it from Flo. So, you see where I'm going with this. Okay, you heard it from me many times. You heard it even from Mystic. You never heard it from Snafu. He said it one time as a bullshit lie, not because he meant it. That's after I told him you never apologize. Like, oh, I apologize and shit. Like, yeah, so he never meant it. And he did that one time to Venus. He said he was joking, so I bait her in. So that's not a really apology. So if you don't think you ever do anything wrong ever, and you're not sorry for anything, that means you are a narc, pretty much. So if she's a narc, right, narcissistic, and she also likes to be in control, which I can see why her and Snow will be fighting because they both want to be in control. That would explain her personality or her character online. So don't let her confuse you. She knows what she's doing. She just wants to be in control, Kate. Believe me. Okay? That's what I believe Venus wants to do. She wants to be in control. And the thing is, she won't be in control. I don't believe so because she lost. She has been, and she doesn't like. I agree with her. She doesn't show her cards. She doesn't show her hand, right? But she has shown her hand a little bit. So that's not true either. Venus has showed her hand a little bit, and then she's been exposed a little bit on some things. So that's not a fact. I mean, it's not all true, I would say. Give me 1 second. Now, I am going to discuss the Moon's Wells case updates and stuff like that because, as we all know, Snow is connected, right? Because if you guys think about this, right, just think about what happened to Mystic here a little bit. Mystic was approached first by who? Who approached Mystic first to try to like manipulate her? Does anybody know? Okay, let me see. No, no. Kate, Kate. I would stop worrying about what they like, right? I don't give a fuck what they like. When they go on their channel, do you see me ever questioning? See, here's the thing. This is when some people just have issues with themselves. Do you ever see me question? I go on anyone's channel who they mod? It's none of their fucking business. They don't like it, hit the road jack, and never come back. Right? It's that simple. So if you're a mod, right, this wrench is just there for a reason and also there for people so they don't copy you and make you, because you guys are actually important in terms of being in this lore. I don't want nobody to take your name and start making shit and say, oh, I didn't say it, I said it, so I want it to be on record. That means if Venus said it and it's under her mod run, she can never say, never. It wasn't me, somebody duplicated me. The same thing goes for Snow. Now for you, Kate, I'm doing it if somebody else does that to you as well. So I'm doing it to make sure people are held accountable or to also make sure people are not using it and duplicating accounts and then trying to fuck with people. Now, at the same time, I believe all mods should know if somebody's acting out of order in chat, saying some horrible shit. Yeah, time them out for, I don't know, a minute, two, whatever. Besides that, man, stop worrying about these people when they think what they think. They don't care what you think. They don't care if you were any other. If you had your channel, okay, let's just say you had a channel. Do you think these people would care? They don't care. Should you care? Say you had a channel, you modded me, and they don't like me. Who gives a fuck? Again, stop worrying about validation. I never worry about validation. They can all kiss my ass. Just like I can kiss their ass if they say something, right? They'll say the same shit to me. So, man, back to what I was saying. Fuck all that mod shit. Tell them to go fucking jump. Let them go chase bar cars. Back to the Moon's Walls, right? Does anyone know at all from the lore, like Kate, Venus, Snow, somebody who... Yeah, it's a power struggle, I know. But don't let him Don't make it a apology. You can disengage and let them fight with themselves over wrenches and shit like that. It's stupid. All right. So just in case you don't know how Mystic and Snow and Venus and everybody gets involved in this kind of, right? Mainly also Snow. I wouldn't maybe. Well, I mean, it's all connected somehow. But let me come at this from a different angle. Mystic was first approached by who? A man named Alex, right? Snafu. Alex would be Snafu's friend. So he tried to manipulate her, love bomb her, help her through her divorce because she was going through a divorce, right? That did not work out because Mystic seen through them right away. Mystic is very bright in certain areas. You're not going to pass her like intuition thing, or she'll notice things about you right away, right? I'm just telling you, for even me talking to her and experience how she is, she knows, she listens to her intuition, so you can't bullshit her. I only found out about Mystic by Snow. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you how. Yeah, Snow is definitely involved with this. So let me get to you and get to how. But this is where people say, "Oh, all this is bullshit." No, it's not bullshit. You're all lying. Whoever is lying, I won't say names, but they know who they are. Why was Mystic first approached by Alex, Snafu's friend? Why was Lena approached by Snafu as soon as she left Marfugo? Why was Lena approached by Snow the first day she left Snafu? Do you see the dots here already? Only three examples. I mean, these things happened right after they left, literally. Anything they did. Now, back to Mystic. She was approached by Alex Snafu's friend. He tried to love bomb her and, help her through her divorce and all that. That didn't work out. She saw through him, so don't take a hike. Who did they send next? Was it Snow? Was it Venus? Was it who? All right, it wasn't Snow or Venus next. They sent Mike Flurry. Correct? I'm sure Kate knows who that is. So they sent Mark Flurry, Mike, whatever you want to call him. Then that didn't work out as well. I mean, he tried even hitting on Mystic in so many ways, and she was married at the time. So that got thrown out the window. So who did they send next after that didn't work out? They actually sent Venus before Snow. Then they send Snow. They send Venus, then Snow. So when I see there's connection to these things, there is. Now you guys may say, Venus may say, no, there isn't. I just love Mystic for who she is, and I just approached her for whatever reason. I would like to ask Venus, what was the main reason you ever? Why did you ever approach Mystic? What did you see? What did you see about her that made you approach her? Yes, I know that, I know. But when I say approach, and like Kay, I mean he approached her in a different way this time. See, some people will stay silent until they're called to be needed in a job. So when he approached her, I say approach her. I know she knows him through her brother. Is he approached her on a different angle? He actually hit her on her, and she was married, and actually asked her, I believe, to do like go out or whatever, even though she was married. But after that, they sent Venus first, not Snow. You're wrong. If people think it was Snow first, it was Venus, then Snow. So you have to ask yourself from Mystic's perspective, right? Why were these people sent to her? Why these people all? Now hold on, we're not even done. Can't forget about Randy. When Snow failed, they all failed. They sent Randy. Let's just try the opposite sex. She's going through a divorce. Let's send somebody like Randy. And then they all knew that she was struggling. Like, going through a divorce is a headache. And when you send somebody like Randy who's being nice to her, say giving her money, whatever, then I believe, that's my belief. I'm sure Mystic can answer that for herself, but I'm just saying what I believe, is they sent Randy because they were trying the opposite sex to that work out. So that's what happened. All these people were part of her life, and also Gigi. That's why when Gigi was also giving her money, there was questions about the money issue. Because Randy always gave her money, right? So was that money used to put conditions to watch her, to get her close to her because she's being watched? Or was it totally out of the kindness of Randy's heart and and Gigi's heart? Could be both. Could be one, right? We'll have to ask them one day and see if they answer honestly one day. So it could be both, could be one, but it doesn't matter. If you look at them all together, all these people know each other. All of them do. And when people don't think there's a flag there, that are all going to Mystic, approaching her, love bombing her, being her friend, trying to get her to say, like, to be on their team or whatever, and you don't think there's nothing behind this, there's nothing. All these people are approaching for no reason. No, there's a reason. But I'm trying to make sure you guys understand here. I know. Yeah. They do send people to collect information. That's a fact. But the problem is Snow would never admit it. I'm sure Venus won't admit that ever. You can ask her 1,000 times. She will never admit to it, even if it's true. And I'm sure Rand's going to say he fell in love with her. So most likely, I'm not saying he, like Mystic is very likable, right? So maybe Randy did fall in love with her. It doesn't mean he wasn't sent there. Because Randy's cousins are involved with many people in the Florida area. And also, for example, Snow, when I exposed Snow's picture with that pastor, right, that's 89 years old right now or something, I believe his cousins are also tied to the what do you call it? Excuse me. The Moon's Wells case right now. Because there's a new, I guess, container or new investigation from the FBI that's been out right now also for even after that many years. And the container's number, I believe, is 216, right? 216, correct, Snow? 216. And that ties Snow, Randy to this. Now you guys are saying, no way, it could never be tied. Well, no, it's very, very possible. It's not even just possible. It's almost like guaranteed there's a tie somewhere there because the names and everybody involved. Because the pastor that Snow took pictures with and bragged about many times, that I showed pictures about maybe like 4 weeks or 5 weeks ago on my channel, which I can bring the pictures back and show it to you. That pastor's cousin was involved somehow in that situation. So there is involvement. hmm So when you sometimes question Mystic what she's saying, but you look at the broader picture. Why was Gigi sent to her? Why was Venus? Why was Snow? Why was Randy? Mike? Flurry? Fucking Alex, Snafu's friend. Then Snafu as well. Many people were sent to her. And almost every one of those people wanted her to change who she is or to join their team or cult or whatever you want to call it, right? Or agency. And things were, and she, like, say she was promised that things were going to be back, better, we'll have your back, and all that bullshit. And none of them have her back as we see. Like, Snafu would be the most one that says all the time to lean on her, this is the crew, we have your back. And as you see right now, as soon as they changed their perspective on him, he turned their back on them, called them all kind of names, went after their children, doxed them. That's why I don't talk about Snafu anymore. He's not even he's irrelevant. He's the biggest piece of shit, manipulator, liar, child predator, pogo, uh, you name it. Okay, so I don't need to talk about him. He's irrelevant to me. Doesn't mean shit. If he dies tomorrow, I wouldn't even care. I honestly wouldn't. He's a bad person. Whatever comes to him, he deserves it. He's got a lot of karma before he starts asking for repentance. Do I wish on him bad? Of course not. But if he dies tomorrow, I wouldn't care. That guy never apologized to anybody, never repented, hurt so many people, kids, fucking destroyed shit people on time. So many things and go on and on. So yeah, whatever happens to him, happens to him. Big claim, little man. Well, it's not a claim. See, this is where you're wrong. Not a claim. I said I'm connecting the dots for you to make you see that these things that are some people saying, they're not off. They are very well connected. That means if you do your study more, start asking questions like I'm asking questions right now, you will understand there is a connection somewhere. Since Snow's pastor's cousin is tied somehow to the Moon's Wells, and now the FBI is investigating it again, and a lot of shit is happening. And then Snow was in there, and Snow knows everybody, and Venus knows Snow, and knows Snafu, and Snafu knows Venus, and everybody knows everybody. So stop saying, "Oh, big claim, little man." Okay, good job. Shifty, shift, leash, whatever. You can say whatever you want. You're not gonna bother me. You can. I mean, obviously, you guys will come on their stock accounts because you will never admit to anything because you're cowards. You won't just say who you are, and you have to go on this just to disturb, to interject, and to mud the waters, and to say your stupid comments. So your comments don't mean shit to me. Because you're not credible at all, and plus you're a coward because you never say who you are. So here we go. I'll even do you one better. I'll just ban you, so don't have to worry about your stupid ass for today. In a way, they want to get her off the internet. No, yeah, but I disagree with that, Kate. They think they were going to win by getting Mystic off. What actually this did is will backfire on them in the future. You'll see what I'm saying in the future, not now, and I'll explain why. Can't do it now. They thought by taking Mystic off the internet that they'll win, and then they won't have to deal with her and she'll be silenced. But they did not play their cards right. Because Mystic, even before this happened, and myself and others knew this could have happened already. So some people already prepped, already put it that, oh yeah, Mystic may be offline for a little bit. So don't think Mystic wasn't ready for this. She knows what's up. You're very smart. Did she like it? Of course not, but it happens. She's a strong woman. She'll take care of herself. But back to all these people that approached just Mystic. And also the money that was spent on her from two people from that group was a lot of money. So when you just think about the money aspect, what is the best way to put it where nobody can say, well, I gave you this money for another reason? It would be to tie someone like Randy to her because they can never say he didn't do it out of love. Correct? See, these people are not stupid either when they send people. They know what they're doing. And then say they send Gigi, right? Because that was still talking about it. I'm just saying talking about it. I'm not saying they did Gigi. So if you're watching this, I'm just saying say they did, right? And Gigi was Mystic's friend for a while and knew that Mystic was already struggling. So by her giving her money, it would come out of her heart. I'm not saying it didn't. It could have been. I don't know exactly. I'd have to ask her. I don't care what people say. I like to ask the person. When I hear them, then I can understand better because I can hear them and take their voice, take their body language, and understand what they're saying, and do it better. But so when somebody is giving somebody a lot of money just in 1 year or so, could it ever be possibly, is it a possibility that it's all because she cared just about Mystic? Yes. I would say just for me knowing people that are good hearted, it could happen. I'm not saying it couldn't be. But is there also a possibility because Jeezy, even though she was not a mother Marfugo, she did support Marfugo with some things. And she knows a lot of these big players, right? She knows Snafu. And since Jeezy has not reported Snafu's phone call between Mystic and him where he threatened Jeezy to kill her, that flags her now. Because she was begging for someone to deal with Snafu for a long time. Because he wouldn't leave her alone. He was coming after her, threatening her, all kind of shit, and he's fucking ruined her reputation online. You name it, right? Gigi had every right to be upset from that. And then when you finally give her the evidence that she needs, no report was made. So now her credibility, besides the lies that were kind of exposed about Gigi, the coma thing and everything else, was exposed. Now it makes her not credible. So now, when you guys were like wondering, oh my God, Mystic is not, all this shit is bullshit. Doesn't make no. Now it makes total sense. Now, since that's out there, then you start thinking, what was Jesus' motive to give Mystic the money? What was Randy's motive to give Randy her the money? Why was Randy sent to her? Why were all these people sent to her? Why is everybody fighting over Mystic? Right? So just something to think about because a lot of you don't like to connect the dots, or you're just sitting quiet, acting stupid. And I'm talking about the people that've been on the internet forever that know these things. Well, that's where I would say the connection is. And there's a lot more than this, right? A lot more. I'm just giving you a tiny introduction to the connection, the dots. When a lot of people question Mystic on this, if now you look back, right, and then based on the information you have now, and on the people how they're exposed on their behavior on the internet and what they have not done, like in terms of Gigi making a report on Snafu when he threatened her twice, now you start questioning everything. And now maybe all that mask that was on for a reason, not just for love. And I'm not saying it couldn't. Here's the thing where it gets really dicey. People that are really wicked, okay, they can still do this and love you. What I'm saying is, they will actually come to you and learn to love you and show you love because they have that in them. They can love somebody. But when it comes down to taking an order from somebody over them and say, hey, Now I need you to stop and leave. Then they leave. They know how to distinguish between the love, and they know when to leave, and they don't care. Cut all ties. You leave because you've been told to leave. So yeah, these people that do that are masters at mask and disguise and using love and trickery into a lot of things. So don't think they're not capable of doing it. Oh yeah, they are. And I'm not just talking about Gigi or anybody else. If that's what they done, if that's what they done, right? Don't get mad, Venus. I said if. Because I know you guys take thing out of context. Oh my God, he's talking about Gigi. No, I said if. Maybe one day I'll have the conversation with Gigi. She'll come on, and we'll go from there. I saw Kim in chat yesterday. I know I seen it. See, here's where I'm very careful. Like Kim and Gigi have to understand my position here. When I find out that someone lied to me after I gave them full like trust, and it was my call, and I also gave them anything they needed to be exposed on my channel, I allowed it. After I found out they lied to me, and maybe I should have talked to Gigi face to face first, whether it's privately or on public. I agree. That should have been given to Gigi to defend herself. I do agree, Gigi. I didn't do it at the time because there was just so much going on and so many things that I found out were not true. I was kind of upset a little bit, and I didn't give you that chance. And that's why I keep saying that's how fair I am even till now. I say if. I say if that's what if I'll ask Gigi one day when I talk to her, even though I believe from my perspective that could have been the case. Most likely. I never said it's 100% because I have to give her I have to give Gigi the opportunity to defend herself. That's only fair. And I haven't gave her that. So I do apologize, Gigi, if you're listening. But you're always welcome to come on, Gigi, and to express anything that I said that was wrong on my channel. I will not allow anyone to be on panel when you're on panel with me. And as you know, whether I agree with you or not, whether I expose your lies, whether they're true or not, I will always respect you when you get on my panel, no matter what. That's been shown a fact towards anybody I had problems with or exposing. So hopefully one day we can talk, whether privately or on public platform like my channel. So I hope you don't take anything I said before to heart in terms of like, if I made the decision at the time to come out with all this thing before I addressed them with you, is because I had too much information that did not add up and I didn't need any validation from you or any confirmation. I felt like you were lying to me. And there's a reason why I came out and did it in a way because I was trying to expose more people and it had to be done in a certain way. So I can get into that, but I'm not going to get into it right now. But I would one day love to talk to you about this whole thing since you never got a chance to defend yourself and we can hear you. And I promise I will give you that chance. I owe you that. Let's make sure that's clear. Now, as you see, Kate, I'm sure they do, which is fine. That's why I'm being very honest about the situation. I never gave her a chance to defend herself. and I should have, right? But here's the thing: I have 16, 17 people watching. There's only Kate in the chat. What does that tell you? I know Chris could be watching. That's one person. I know some other people. Lena could be watching. Maybe somebody else. Okay, let's just say 7 people, 8 people that don't want to get in the chat. I guarantee there's 7 or 8 that are lurking, that want to be in the chat, but they don't want to show up. They don't. And I don't know what they're worried about. I always gave you a fair chance to discuss anything you want to discuss what I said. And if you can prove me wrong, I would take what I said back and go from there. Good to see you, Access. But when it comes down to lies, when you ask someone to lie for you because you know they maybe liked you as a person, and or you have showed them that you're a good person, but you were actually more of a trickster, that's when it hurts more. And when that person finds out you lied to them and you are not in a coma or other stuff, or somebody puts you off the thing and you're dying, then it becomes way more hurtful for Access or me after we trusted you, Gigi, and tried to protect you and talk to you and never said anything bad about you and make sure we gave you a platform to be free and relaxed. So that's why it hurts more for me and Access, and maybe Mystic as well. I would have to ask her exactly about that as well. Where, so that's where you have to understand where I thought, you know, maybe one day we'll talk. Maybe one day you'll come up on the panel and we can close this chapter and talk about it and a lot, go from there, Gigi. I'm almost sure, Gigi, you're watching. I just sense it. I feel it. And if you are watching, I'm still being very fair with you. And if I'm not, you can tell me, hey, T-Rains, Tarek, I think you fucked up. I think you said many things about me were not true. But remember, if you come on panel, even though I still like you as a person, that I don't hate you, I don't dislike you, I like who you are, but I don't like what you did. So I would have to question you, and I have like to prove and things in order. And I'm sure Access does as well. You will be questioned on certain things. So make sure when you come here. Thank you, Lena. No, I appreciate you, Lena. I know. That's why I said I think like 10 people are listening because others are not. And there's a reason for that. I'm saying it for a reason because other people here, I feel they're lurking because, as nice as I have been, yes, Gigi lurks. See, even Access knows. Because Access knows Gigi pretty well. He let her on her channel, gave her a safe spot. He made sure nobody ever bothered her. The same thing is here. I did the same thing for Gigi, and I'm not bragging about it. But we gave her more than a platform. Anytime anything bothered her, anybody said anything about her, well, kicked them out. You name it. So when Venus asked me why, oh, did I attack? I never attacked Gigi. Stop lying, Venus. There's a huge difference here. This is what I don't like about Venus. This is one thing I never liked about Venus. She would never apologize because she knows inside that Gigi and her got caught in a lie. Until now, she won't even give me, after me, Access what we did on our channel just for Gigi. And Mystic let Gigi on our channel as well. I just don't know the real close relationships. So I can't comment on that, but maybe Mystic one day will, after she's done with her thing. But I don't know like how much more we could have done. And then at the end we get in backstabs, and at the end nobody apologizes. Nobody says, okay, you know what? Access, I fucked up. I was under a lot of pressure. I still care about you guys, you T-Rains. But yes, I did fuck up, and I played that for this reason, and I'm sorry. No apology, no sorry. Yeah, they don't make mistakes. They don't apologize. It's always me or Access or Mystic. This is where I start seeing patterns of like denial, patterns of like masks. people were always wearing masks because they don't make any mistakes. Never. Like Snafu, has he ever apologized to Access for anything? Ever. All the harsh words, anything? Nothing. Has anybody said one day, you know what, Snafu, from Venus? No. Anybody? You know what, Snafu? You have said so many hurtful things to Access and Lena. Fuck me. I'm not worried about me. I'm a man. I can take Snafu on. I can fucking grab Snafu with one hand and throw him to the fucking street like a bitch. So I'm not worried about Snafu. Snafu's nothing to me. There's no threat from him. He's just a big talker, big bitch online. But the people that he really hurt when he came after their family in terms of like nonstop talking about Access's son and Lena's shot, has anybody ever said, you know what, Snafu, could you at least just apologize? Never. This is where I see the people that claim to be honorable, like Venus, Snow. They never come to anyone's moral rescue. Not that they need it. It's because they should stand on it. Because if that happened to them, I guarantee you, I would have stood front and center and said, you know what, you guys fucked up and treated Venus this way. Because I've done it even on OTW a month ago when I told everybody, when they said Venus actually takes money and she, on her channel, I said, no, stop fucking lying. Even though me and Venus are not getting along, she never takes money on her channel. I defended her right there because it's the right thing to do, Venus Cupcake. But you're too your ego is so fucking high and you don't know how to be humble. That's your problem. And you just, I think you're a narcissistic person. You could never apologize, and that is a problem. So that's what I see. If Venus wants to prove me wrong, she always has the floor and the panel and the chat. But Venus won't do it. She knows it's a losing battle. She knows she will get pressed and she will end up crying like she always does. And then she'll just say, okay, I'm not charging you $10,000 to talk to you because she does not want to have the conversation. And she'll like deflect and run away by saying, I'm going to charge you $5,000. Okay? So that's what I dislike about Venus. Doesn't mean I hate her. It doesn't mean she doesn't have any qualities that I like. I said earlier what I like about her, but that's what I dislike about her. Tommy even mentioned wanting to find out where Gigi is right now. I mean, yeah. Where is Gigi? Like, okay, so, here's how fucking conniving. Let me take the word conniving. Here's how a narcissistic person would say, like Venus. Oh, Tarek, you ran Gigi off forever off the internet. Oh, I ran her off. Oh, I ran her off. Oh, me and Access that gave her super platforms, protected her from everyone. And I proved anytime she wanted pictures, I tried to even expose the funny thing with Mystic was when I didn't know the whole Mystic situation, I did everything to protect her. And then when I get lied to, when Access gets lied to after we gave her a platform, we're the bad people? Because we said the truth, because she wanted us to both lie for her? And now we're the bad people. Fucking like, this is what I'm saying. Like, when it comes down to honorable morals, standing, literally on this whole entire panel verse, it's so few. I would say like 97% the most. Yeah, only maybe 3%. I don't know what Access think. I think maybe 3%, and that's being kind. Yeah, 3% I would say maybe will stand, or 2% will stand for what's right and put their morals, and they'll put it all on the line for what's right. 97% all don't care. They're selfish, narcissistic, playing for some kind of agenda or team or agency. And what they do is when they're having fun with you and you're not coming at them in any way, you're not putting them on, on situations where they morally should stand. They'll be your best friend, they'll laugh, have fun. But as soon as you question their morality, or you say, you know what, as a good human being, you should stand on this, they'll turn against you. So what I'm trying to say is when things are good and you're on their side, they'll laugh, have fun, gaslight you, you name it. But when things go anything against their agenda, against the way they want you to be, they will paint you out to be evil, a creep, a fucking, now we're the liars, we're the bad people, me and Access, and we go from there. And Gigi ran off because I ran her off the internet and Access. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. So when it comes down to this stuff, I know where everyone's at. I have talked to everybody pretty much on the internet, and a lot of people have been exposed on who they are and what they stand for. I gave many people chances. Access has done it. Mystic has done it. And after, like, for me, 3 years or so, Mystic probably 7. Access, God knows how long he's been on the internet. Long, long time. He knows all these people. There's like no need to still try to expose them. I already seen the mask, seen who they are 100%. The reason why I'm speaking on this today is because the Moon's Well came back. Still online. New things to show from the FBI and also people on this internet. I believe they know some people that are involved with these things, and that's why I'm bringing it up. So I'm not going to make this all about Moon's Well. I just want to make sure I bring it today because there's a lot more information, I can give you. But I believe I said enough just for today. And also, I want to also bring Gigi, since probably Gigi is watching. Gigi, one day, I hope you can have the heart to come here and at least speak to me in Access. Because we definitely gave you all platforms, got blamed for getting, taking you off the internet, and I never gave you a chance. I admit it. Never gave you a chance to defend yourself for my own reasons, though. But I would like to talk to you either privately or on public. I still have your number. You know me. I don't call if you said not to call me. And I don't know if you ever said that or not, but I can check my messages. I believe you said "Have a good life, Tarek" or something like that. I don't know what you said about. Your last message was that you were disappointed of how what I said, right? But you never came to talk about it. And I also believe you said, I believe Gigi did call me when I did go on live. She did call me. Either I missed her call. I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly, but she did call me. I'll give her that credit. So she tried to reach me and talk about this privately. I don't know if I was busy online and didn't call her back, but then I got a text saying, good life, good to see you, thank you, and all that, and I'm out, and that's it. So again, I have still respect Gigi. She comes on panel. I will still give her the respect and talk to her like the way I used to talk to her. So we can get to the bottom of this to close this chapter for at least me in Access. I think Access also deserves an explanation because he also gave you a platform. And if we did anything wrong, I'm sure myself, I would speak for myself, that I would tell you, I apologize if I was wrong about something. But Gigi, I think you probably need to do it publicly. I think it'll be better. Now, if you prefer to do it privately, I have no problem. I'll call you and I'll talk to you privately. You just let me know. You know my number. It's still the same. So I want to extend that at least to Gigi so we can get some closure on this and go from there. Besides that, we can move on to something else if you like to talk about something else. Yeah, but I just seen that she wasn't a. She's not. I mean, maybe she was sick, and his Venus, his when Venus runs away, right? Because Venus now, when she got called on this, she said, "Oh, hey, that's what she told me," and she was sick. And who am I to question my best friend? She told me she was sick. She was sick. I totally understand, but that can also be like a safety blanket. That before this whole thing was orchestrated, they have to have a backup plan. People that actually master these plans on the internet and want to play them, they always think this through. Don't think they don't. They always have an scapegoat. They always have a thought process. If it goes bad, what we're going to say. So don't think Venus is stupid. Venus ain't stupid, and Gigi ain't stupid either. Just saying. So, yeah. Richie from Boston did a live stream. And, oh God, fuck everybody. Here's okay. Let me address that too as well because I know some other people have came to my attention with this. I've talked about this yesterday. Let me tell you usually how this works in the real world, and I'll say it very calmly. I know yesterday I was into a little bit emotional. I maybe said it a little bit different. How it works is this. Since Dearborn has the largest Muslim community in the entire United States, they are gonna pick Dearborn to start any uh, like uh, division between Christians and Muslims. Now, you all know whether you're liberal, Democrat, fucking conservative, Republican, that people are trying to destroy America and they're trying to separate them through social media, which we're on right now. And the same thing that's happening right now on the internet as we speak is designed. YouTube has designed this to make sure you're all divided. Even though I am acting in it right now, I'm aware of it, very careful of it, right? The same thing happens in real life in the public political body forum, whatever you want to call it. So when they have, and maybe you don't know this, I read the newspaper here, even though I don't watch the political shit. It's all bullshit. They actually put it on YouTube. Mr. Hudson, the guy that did the Republican thing from that is trying to, from Michigan, that's trying to be a governor of Michigan, said he was going to march like a month before he did this march in Dearborn and bring awareness to the situation about Sharia law and all the Muslims, how they're growing in Dearborn. And it's no longer America, which is a fucking lie, right? Because if I have to do another fucking video on this and go fucking drive around again or travel around with a camera and show you all the bullshit they're not showing you, I would. But this is how they would do it if I was them. I would get somebody like Hudson that's going running for government. He has political power. He's going to send some people there to protest peacefully. But even him, he said in the newspaper that there was another Democrat or somebody else that said he was coming to the protest that he does not approve of because he's very loud and he causes trouble. So he came before this and told everyone if that person comes to the protest, it has nothing to do with my party. That's what Hudson says. I'll show you the newspaper. So they already plotted it for you that somebody was going to be there from the Republican Party, edging on and pumping on people to create more chaos. And Hudson made sure said it has nothing to do with me. If it does happen, I already called the police and they're on it. That's what's been told. Now, what would you do if you are want to make this happen and make it real and make it seem like Muslims are really in Sharia law everywhere and they hate the United States and they hate Americans? You would make sure you go pick the most extremist, ignorant Muslims in Dearborn, which they'll be all the way like in Hamtramck and in other cities in Dearborn, but bring them to the protest, pay them $2,000, $3,000, whatever you pay people to do. You probably give that to 10, 15 people. Tell them, hey, bring people in here, pump them on, don't tell them what's going on, and I want them to create chaos with those other people. There's many ways to do this, not just by money. You can even do it without money, right? That's how you get that done to become totally organic of what you're seeing on the internet. And then all they do is weaponize it, put it on the internet, and every fucking channel put it on. Now people that are not living in Dearborn in Michigan think that's really how all Muslims are in Dearborn, which is not true at all. At all. So I don't worry about it because I know what's happening. Other people could have the reason to be worried and be nervous. But I've told you before, don't believe any of these big channels. Don't believe mainstream media. They all have connections with certain powerful people in any city, any government. And when they want to align things like this and make it happen, they can do it very easily. Without money. With money, they can make it happen. Oh my God, super easy. You know how many people right now, if you give them 2 or 3 grand, say, hey, go in the fucking street. I need you as a Muslim to say, I hate America. I hate Americans. Fuck you. And do whatever you can. And bring your friends with you, but don't tell them what you're doing. And they'll do it for 3 grand. Yes, and you know how many people will do that for 2 or 3 grand? A lot of people. So again, I'm not gonna go through this again. I seen what Rich from Boston put, and he's been pushing that agenda as well, even before the march. If you watch the earlier stream that I actually talked about, that he addressed, I don't know what's up with Rich from Boston. That's the second time now he's really pushing the agenda of the Muslims in Dearborn. I should already have exposed this from Patrick David, a channel way bigger than Richie. 5 million subscribers, and he was lying through his teeth, him and 3 of his panelists. And I went around from the airport, drove through Dearborn, and drove to fucking Detroit, and showed you all they're all fucking lying to you. It's the same agenda, just different purpose, different time, different manner. That's it. So if you want me to go Turkey, I will make the time again to show you these people are lying to you. Lying. That's why I never ever engage with political bullshit. No protests. I'll tell all the protesters go home, go fucking watch porn. How's that? Go watch porn even better. The men are going to go fucking do something else. This shit is all fucked up. All fucking pushed by an agenda. If you guys go for this shit, you're stupid. And when I said porn, I'm joking. I'm giving you the extreme measures. I wouldn't even go there. If I had to choose between that bullshit and that, I'd probably go the other way. So yeah, yes. Okay, this doesn't just happen in America. When the Iraq War happened, how do you think they got the Muslims to fight themselves in Iraq? Like you have Christians here that are Orthodox and Catholic. Well, in Iraq, they had Sunnis and Shias. They had them fight themselves. They done it very easy. So this is not done just in America. In any country, they went and bombed a mosque, and they said the Sunnis did it. The Shia people got mad, went after the Sunnis. Sunnis said wouldn't do it. Then they bombed their mosque, and as soon as people died, it was a war. And who did the bombing? None of them did. It was planned by a third party, and they accused the first party because they know they don't like the other party, and they got them to go into a civil war. It's not that hard at all. That's how ignorant most people are. So when I said yesterday, most American people are not up to date on this, I said most. I wasn't just speaking about American people. I'm talking about all people. They're all fucking ignorant till it comes down to this shit. Like if I see this shit, I will fucking protest and say, don't ever get involved. There's a third party here for a fact. Let's all calm the fuck down, find the third party before you even think about claiming to know, like, oh, you did it and I did it. No, this is how always it's a third party. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. He's more of a conspiracy theory. I watched a lot of the stuff. I never knew his channel. I watched it a little bit. I watched like 10 videos of his, and he's been around for a while. So he's almost like Alex Jones, always like in fear mongering people. Oh, you need to get ready. And some of the stuff he said makes sense. I'm not saying it doesn't, but all of a sudden last month he chose to come after the Muslims, the same agenda as Dave Patrick, same things. And he started talking about, oh, there's more mosques that are taking churches over. I looked up the mosques, okay? Go look it up on Google yourself. Go see how many mosques are in the entire United States. Like 2,700. How many synagogues are in the United States? You would think there's less, right? Because nobody talks about the Jews. Nobody. So you would think, okay, there should be less. 3,200 synagogues. Way more than Muslims. Not way more. Then you go to churches. Not even close. It's like 250,000. So stop thinking 2,000 mosques are can ever be able to fight 300,000 churches. It's not possible. It's just not. And as I told you before, there's only 4.5 Muslims in the entire United States. Okay? That means one state can get their people together, overpopulate the Muslims, and just take them out of this country when they want to. Just one state. I'm not talking about it's a country. So don't listen to this stuff. The people that you see that are getting in power, whether it's New York, whether it's the fucking idiot mayor here, because I'll tell you, I will call out anybody. I don't care if they're Muslim, Jewish. If they're wrong, they're wrong. I see a lot of idiots that are Muslims here, and the mayor is an idiot. All of them are a bunch of cowards. All of them are, right? They're being brought into office to create chaos on purpose. This is planned. Because if you look at the numbers, there's not a single threat at all to the United States from the Muslim community. Zero. Just like I said, say 5 million Muslims, right? Round it off. Just take one state, any state you want, California, any state, just take white people or any people that are not Muslim and say, okay, you know what? We're going to go kill y'all. You'll be able to do it. Out of this country, they'll be gone. It's that simple. So don't let the fucking idiots from the fucking channel scare you. I'm talking about only one fucking state not using any power that the United States has in terms of fucking planes, in terms of their fucking weapons. I'm talking about just regular man-on-man fight, civil war. Muslims will be taken out, killed, done out of this country in like a couple days, if not one day. So this is where it comes down to. Just the bullshit keeps running and running, and people believe it. Yeah, Chris, like I have to be honest, I'm a Muslim, right? I don't practice the shit they do, but I know all the tricks. I know what they're all about. I know every fucking person in Dearborn, they're all corrupted. Whether it's the mayor, the governor, the people in the police, I know them all. All of them. I know many friends that know them personally. They're all corrupted. And I know the numbers. If you take the numbers and just take one state and say, you know, one time all the white people said, fuck you Muslims, we want you out of this country. We don't want you here anymore because I feel like you can become a threat. They will take all the Muslims out and kill them in 1 or 2 days max. With just regular guns. We're not talking about any weapons the United States has, just regular guns. So stop believing these fucking morons. Look at the numbers. Numbers give you literally a lot of truth, a lot of things to see. Look at how many mayors are in the entire country. How many governors when I looked it up, it was like 7. That's it, 7. 3,200, 2,700 mosques, 7 like mayors or fucking governors or whatever that are Muslims. That's it. So all the bullshit they're feeding on the fucking media is all garbage. It's fear monger, like Alex Jones, like Richie from Boston does the same thing now. That's what I feel he does. Maybe I'm wrong, but I looked at like 10 of his videos, and that's what I see. All fear mongering. Like Snafu does the same shit. Like Marfugal, same fucking shit. They all do fear mongering all the time. All manipulators, all bunch of liars. Yeah, I know. Then Richie from Boston says, "Oh yeah, Muslims are taking over the country." Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? And here's this. You want to hear the truth too, Chris? I'm in Dearborn, right? I know the community here very well. I lived here for 40 years. A lot of Arabic Muslims don't carry guns. They don't. You know why? Not because they don't want to. It's because most of them are peaceful. They don't carry guns. They're regular corporate slaves. That's why I don't get along with them. They are. They follow the law. They will never question the government. They don't go against the government. They get up there and riot, just like do the protest bullshit. One thing about them, their hospitality is wonderful. If you could ever come in to visit them, they'll feed you, take care of you. You will feel like you're fucking treated top class. Whether they know you or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what race you're from, they will treat you with respect and feed you. Besides that, they're all corporate slaves. And on top of that, they don't have many guns. If you take Detroit, you can ask TML himself. He'll tell you he's in Detroit. You can even ask Bad Apple Media. He's in Michigan. He probably knows about this. If you take the population, the reason why only 300 cops in Dearborn control 110,000 Dearborn population is because the Muslim population don't give threat even to the Dearborn police because they don't carry guns. They'll be registered. Now, I'm not saying some of them don't have guns. Of course they do. Most of them don't. Now, if you go to Detroit, most people have guns illegally or not. They have guns. You go to white people, they're very proud of their Second Amendment, which they should be. What? Should be. But Arabic people don't carry guns much, I'm telling you. And the reason why I'm saying that is it's even a bigger lie because if they have to fight you one day, they don't have enough guns to even fight you. I promise. I know so many people from my community. None of them carry guns, don't have a gun in the house, zero. Now, some do. But in Dearborn, you're not going to find many. Sorry. That's the truth. So all the bullshit they're feeding you, it's all a bunch of garbage. How about this? Forget, I swear to God, I'll bet my life on this. Forget another state, right? Take the largest Muslim community they're talking about here in Dearborn. If Detroit one day said, fuck these fucking Arabs, fuck these Muslims, we want them out of Dearborn, we're done from them. If Detroit one day decided they want to take the Muslims out of here, they can. Because they have guns. They will come to Dearborn, start shooting some people off, and I guarantee you in a month or so, you see everybody getting the fuck out of here because they don't have enough guns to fight. Not that they won't fight. Arabic people will fight. They're not pussies. I'm just saying they don't have the gun power at all. It'll be easy defeat. Stop even thinking it's another state. Detroit will wipe out Dearborn whenever they want to. That's simple. That's the truth. Whether my Muslim friends want to hear it or not, or they hear this, I don't give a fuck. That is the truth. All right. So I'm going to cut it right here. I think this was a great, great broadcast. We have said some things that are important politically. We have talked about Gigi, Venus, Snow, and also the moons well. We have talked about some important things today. I have done already a stream earlier, and I thank you all for being here. And government, let me see what Sasquatch Moon says. Government about text. Is that thanks? What is that? I don't even know what that means, Sasquatch. Sorry. What is a bot? It's on about like a bot? Is that an abbreviation? What is that? Kate, I just seen your comment. You said Richie from Boston may be paid. Chill. I am very chill, Kate. I just get I get charged up a little bit because people are just stupid to believe this dumb garbage. Well, I'm telling you, if Detroit today decided they want these Muslims out of Dearborn, they can do it because they have the gunpowder. Oh, stay blessed, you too, Chris. Oh, Governor Aba. I got you. Thank you for the clarification, Chris. I didn't know what she's talking about. I know now what she's talking about. I got it. Thank you. Thank you all, Chris. Thank you. I'm about to bounce out. It's going on 11:30. Venus, you have a great day. I'm sure you're watching. Anything I said about you today
was not to come after you, was to criticize or talk about the truth and what really happened and come to a closure between Gigi, you, and I, and maybe Access and some other people that are involved with this. So don't take this as an attack. This is not an attack on you personally. This is something adults should talk about and get it cleared one day. That's all I'm saying. Best love to all of you. Gigi, if you're listening, best love to you as well. All right? And hopefully one day we'll talk, whether it's privately or publicly. That being said, you all have a great day. T Rains out of here.